talk about the Houston Rockets. This team went out and they spent a lot of money so far, and free agency isn't even close to being done. They went outside Fred VanVleet first. Obviously, this team needed a veteran point guard, and he was a top trade target for him. You gave him $130 million for 3 years. I see a lot of guys and a lot of people in general clowning the Rockets for this deal. I like it. You're getting a very good, crafty playmaker, a good veteran guard. He's an all-star caliber point guard. Maybe not in the Western Conference he won't be, but he's a very good point guard to have on your team. He may not be the same type of point guard as a guy like a Stephen Curry or even a Damian Lillard. He's not even close to being in that conversation. But he's going to come in and fit extremely well in Coach Udoka's system. He's an undrafted free agent, a very good, scrappy player, a great hustler, and he can sub this offense. You have young players on this team, and they need a veteran influence. So bringing in Fred VanVleet is going to be amazing for this team. He's won a championship with the Toronto Raptors, and he was an essential part of winning that championship with the Raptors. He can create his own shot, and he can create for others. Now, the three-point percentage was down last year, and the mid-range shots were a bit iffy for Fred VanVleet, but I believe you can get him back to how he was a couple of years ago when they did win a championship against the Golden State Warriors. That was peak Fred VanVleet, and even the season after that, he was really solid. I think that you're getting a very good point guard that's going to come in and play tough defense for you. He's going to fit into the system of Coach Udoka. And speaking of fit into the system of Coach Udoka, this is a bit of a controversial pickup for the Houston Rockets. Given Dillon Brooks $80 million on a 4-year deal, I like the player. I'm higher on him than a lot of people are. The offensive game is not there for him. He's not a good shooter. At times, he will have an okay three-point shot, and he'll make you pay for leaving him open. But if you're talking about over a stretch of a season, the last couple of seasons, he struggled a lot offensively. But you're not getting him for that. You're getting him for his defense and his tenacious ways that he attacks the ball. Him as a defender in this system is going to be hell, because you're putting him into a system with a hard-nosed coach and Coach Udoka, and it gives the Rockets a versatile player that can guard guys at the point guard position, from the shooting guard position, also at the small forward position. He's a big body to have, and he's extremely versatile on that defensive end. So he's going to help guys like Sengun at the center position. He's going to help guys like Jabari Smith and also Jalen Green, because he's such a good defender. He's going to take some stress off of those guys. And I do believe that guys like Jabari Smith and Jalen Green will take a step into being better players for his upcoming season, especially Jabari Smith. Last season was a bit of struggle at times on the offensive end, but we see the defensive potential on the court. And you're bringing in a brand new coach. I believe he'll use him in the right situations. But Jalen Green, I believe this is still his team. Last year, he was very good. He's a very good shooter. His shot selections are a bit questionable at times, especially from three. But he averaged 22 points last season, and he averaged 41% shooting from the field, almost 42%. So I do believe that Jalen Green has all-star potential, and he could be one of the better shooting guards in the NBA for sure in the next couple of years. Do I believe this team can go out and make the playoffs with the moves that they've made? Not just yet, but they can be a play-in type of team, and anything can happen in the play-in. I think that you have a very good head coach in Coach Udoka, and a lot of people are giving him a lot of praise, but he only has 1 year of being a head coach, and his first year being a head coach, he took the Celtics to the NBA Finals, and they did lose against the Golden State Warriors, but he made a major impact on guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. He's going to make a major impact on these young players. I understand that they did spend a lot of money. That's the negative side of this, but they had a lot of cap space to go out there and spend the money. Like I said, the thing is Dillon Brooks, it's a huge toss-up with him. The offensive game is a bit of a question mark certain nights, but his defense will be there every single night. That's the only thing I have to worry about from him is a three-point shot if guys do decide to leave him open. Fred VanVleet, like I said, the three-point shot was down last year, but I do believe in this system, in a free-flowing offense, it will be better. And I haven't even touched on guys like Kevin Porter Jr., who will now maybe be coming off the bench, or maybe they can trade him. But Kevin Porter Jr. was good last year as the season ended, and he's a very good playmaker for this team. And you also drafted Ahmed Thompson as well. And Ahmed Thompson is a very good crafty playmaker and can give you some instant shooting as well at times. And he's a crafty playmaker, so he can get his way to the rim. So I do believe that they have a lot of good pieces with this Rockets team. They're just extremely young. So that's why it was so important to bring in veterans like Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks to try to help these young guys learn how to win and teach them how to play winning basketball. Because if you look at the Rockets for the last couple of years, after they traded James Harden, they weren't playing winning basketball. It was just a bunch of ISO situations. Jalen Green, you get yours. Kevin Porter Jr., you go out there and get yours. And they were taking turns. And Jabari Smith came in there. Then you have Sagoon. They didn't play as a team. They played as individuals. So if Coach Udoka could come in here and get these guys in their free-flowing type of offensive system, I do believe that they'll be extremely good. But on day one for this upcoming season, they're going to be a team that values themselves a lot on the defensive end. And you have some pretty nice scores when you talk about Fred VanVleet and Jalen Green. So let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Houston Rockets. Did they make the right decisions by going out and paying Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.